Feeling like a boss ass bitch these days. Life is more than just getting paid. Yeah, you could bet your chips. Hope and wish and lose it all so quick these days. Yeah, this the gift mama gave me. Yeah, this the way daddy raised me. And when I get stressed, I just remember I'm blessed. Ain't no complaining. I ain't changed.
Hey guys, it's Anissa here. If you're new here, make sure you check out my other videos and make sure you subscribe so you know, can join the crew because we are the best. And if you're not new here, then welcome back. You know how we roll, y'all. So today I have a hair video for you guys, a DIY knotless braid using the crochet method. These actually do not have any braids. They are individual box braids, medium size. So if you guys want to know how I got this look, then just keep on watching. Hey everyone, so here I am parting my hair and getting ready to do my plaits. I go ahead and do box parts because I wanted box knotless braids instead of the other triangle or whatever. I honestly only know how to do box right now. I'm still working on it, but I do them about, I don't know, like my finger width apart because I don't want my parts too big. And I use my jam. As you can see, I put all my products that I use in the description, and I put a little overview of them in the beginning of the video. So yeah. So the way I do my plaits is I just braid down. I make sure I do it really, really tight because I don't want it to be loose when I braid my hair. So I just braid it all the way down to about, you don't really need to braid it all the way down to the end. You can braid it like, halfway how I did it and just leave a little hair out. It makes it blend better when you're doing the braid. And here's just a closer look on how I did them. So I'm using my crochet needle here that I got from my local beauty supply store, and also that I used in my other video. I just put it through the braid. I go ahead and cook that braid up because so it doesn't get in the way when I start braiding. And I go ahead and get my piece of hair. I do about, I guess, finger. I try to measure it with my finger because I don't want them too big. So I'll go ahead and pull that out and I stretch it. Well, it's already, I have pre-stretched hair, but it's about 48 inches long, I believe. And I go ahead and I twist it so it can get on the hook easier. I feel like that helps me because sometimes all of the hair doesn't get in there if you don't twist it or clump it a little bit together. So then I just pull that through. And so here I kind of backed up the camera so you can see what I'm doing. So I have my hair and I am going to be, okay. So I'm going to be taking a little part of each section from each side of the braid. Now this is just how I do my method. I find that it helps me better, so I can get that even look and also get my hair into it as well. So I just take those 3 sections because now the sections that I pulled from the other side of the hair and the 2 parts of the hair, I'm just gonna go ahead and braid that down. I find that it's easier for me to go over my head when I'm at the front than to braid down with my hands down. So I just do that and take some jam so I can go ahead and smooth out the hair as I'm going. So I just braid all the way down to, not to the end, but close to the end, to where it creates a thin piece. And I had a little knot right there, so I just took it out and I just sprayed all the way down until my desired look. Basically, I know some people's are a little bit longer and some people's are a little bit to where like my length is, but I basically just go ahead and braid till it gets till it gets thin, and then I just take some gel to smooth it out instead of tying a knot, because it's gonna go ahead and seal when I dip it in hot water later. So yeah, so that's the braid. And this next clip, I'm just gonna do the second one, so you can just see again how I do it and everything. I'll just let this play and I won't say anything. Hope y'all liked my little ASMR right there. But here I just boiled some water in my kettle. I suggest having a kettle. It's just a lot easier to boil water and a lot faster. You don't have to wait for the stove. But you know, if you want to do it old fashioned and you know the old way, then that's up to you. I used to do it the same, but I just go ahead and I dip half of my head in the water. And so you're gonna see what happens if you just let it sit there. You have to move your head up or it's going to crunch up like. So as you can see here that I had to re-dip it because it did crunch up on me because I let it sit with my head in there. You definitely have to go ahead and like do the up down motion. And now that I know that, I did not know that at first because I never had a problem with it crunching up like that, but I've never really did braids like this either. So, you know, I always did like, I don't know, like the big braids and stuff like that. So after that, I take my oil. You can use any oil that you want. The oil that I use will be down in the description, and I just got that from my local beauty supply store. And I just go through my middle part and I do like a couple of the side ones, and it's really thick oil, so I had to like put it on my fingers and kind of just rub it through my hair. And I just go ahead and rub it through and make sure I do it like that all through my scalp. So here I am taking my Shea Moisture Mousse that I also got from my local beauty supply store, and I just put it all over the top of my head and all throughout my braids and everything, so it can lay right and, you know, get all those extra flyaways and everything throughout my hair. And I go ahead and use my blow dryer to basically seal all of that and make sure that it looks nice and neat for the finished result. So the next step is just to put on my do-rag and go to sleep. Because I think I was doing this either at night or late in the evening, so I wasn't really going anywhere else. But yeah, so that's basically it, guys. So I hope you guys enjoyed that video. I hope you guys learned something from it. And make sure you comment, like, and subscribe down below. Let me know if you want any more of these types of videos, a specific video. Just put it down below and I'll make sure I get to it. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.